Hello everyone. Right, it's been a while since I've done a video, and this is a very short video, promise. I say that every time, don't I? A very short video because I feel like I'm coming across this sort of situation when it comes to calories quite a lot actually, because I'm on a lot of menopause pages. Men don't switch off because it's always also important to you. But I'm coming across situations where people are eating a very little amount of calories and think, I'm not getting anywhere, I can't change my weight. And I'm looking at the amount of calories eaten and thinking, yikes, that's even below what you need to sort of let your body function correctly. So I thought I'd do a very quick video about BMR. BMR stands for basal metabolic rate. Basically, it's your base metabolic rate. Your BMR is the amount of calories that your body needs just to function. So literally just to breathe, for your hair to grow, for you to lay around all day and do nothing, to let your organs function correctly. That is your BMR. Your BMR is the amount of calories needed just to do that. So if you think about it, if you weren't eating that amount of calories, then your body won't be working like it should and wouldn't be able to do those everyday functions correctly. Now, most people, you see these diets nowadays where people are on like 800 calories, 1,000 calories. I'm yet to meet someone who has a basal metabolic rate that is lower than, say, 1,000 calories. I personally, right, so look at me, I'm an example. I'm 44, I'm female, because this counts as well, because it's very different. I'm female, I'm 44, I weigh about 55 kilos, and my basal metabolic rate, so my resting minimum amount of calories, baseline, is about 1,200. So I have to eat at least 1,200 calories a day just to survive. So going on a diet of, say, 800 calories, not going to do me any good in the long run, and actually won't help me reach goals that I want to reach. If you're not eating the minimum amount of calories, your body will not burn effectively. So basically, determining what your basal metabolic rate is has to be worked out. This is part of the things that I do when I work with clients. I have to calculate it because it is all based on the sex of a person, genetics, age, body size. If you think about the fact that if someone is of a larger weight than myself, they will need more calories to sustain their body and to let it function properly. So somebody, weighing in at 20 kilos more than myself would need more calories a day. So all these people out there that seem to think that, right, if you've got to lose a lot of weight, then you need to be on a minimum amount of calories, then small amount of calories than anybody else out there is not the right thing. So I have to calculate that. So that's your baseline calories. Then, after I've done that, I would then work out, based on your activity levels, where your maintenance lies at. So that's where we go from when we're talking about getting into calorie deficits and eating the right amount of calories to lose body fat. But the BMR is your baseline. Hormone health can actually also affect your metabolism. I've said before to people that lowering estrogen as we get older, women, does actually affect your metabolism, does slow things down. And that's why a lot of people do gain a lot of stomach weight. It all sits around your centre. That is to do with low estrogen. We've got it going against us. Being a woman is harder anyway. I mean, I know people always say, oh, I've got a slow metabolism. It's my metabolism that's to blame because of my weight gain. Well, might be because you sort of mucked around with it a bit over the years. All these sort of diets that mucks around with your metabolism does slow it down, so it won't work effectively. If you think about it, if you keep losing weight and then reducing your calories and then losing a bit of weight and then reducing your calories, where's it going to go to? What are you going to go to eventually? Eat nothing. Oh, I'm just going to eat some air today because that's all I'm allowed, because that's calories I'm allowed. So yeah, basically adapting. Every time you keep reducing those calories and you reduce them too much and you go below your basal metabolic rate, your body's going to adapt to that. Your metabolism is going to adapt to that, and it's going to need less. So it's not anything you eat up and above that afterwards and you come off your fad diet. Your body's like, oh, what are you doing? This is not what I expected. And then it will just go, right, better store it then. Better keep that fat, better not lose it. And then the more you keep doing that, the more you muck around and do these fad diets, the more your basal metabolic rate will not work and not sit where it's supposed to. But it does explain why men have, well, then people say, oh, men, they lose it so easy compared to women. It is true. Men basically their metabolism are higher than women. Because technically they're usually bigger than us. They have an average body size that's bigger than a woman. And also they have more muscle, lean mass. They have more muscle than women. So basically when it comes to basal metabolic rate, it can actually rely on how much muscle you have as well. So a man technically will have more muscle than a woman. So he will burn more than a woman does. A piece of information that I found that was quite interesting when it comes down to being at rest. A pound of fat burns 2 calories a day. So a pound of fat. A pound of muscle burns around 6 calories a day. So if you think why, when people speak to me and I go, keep building your muscle, keep your muscle up, this is why I say about it, because muscle burns more fat. Muscle burns more. It burns quicker. It burns up calories. So than having fat stores. So the more lean muscle you have over fat, the more your metabolism will increase and the more you will burn throughout the day. Hence why men burn more than women do. Hence why their BMRs are higher than women's are, because they have more lean mass normally. And this is why I bang on a lot about strength training over doing a lot of cardio, because if you strength train and you keep it up and you're regular with it, you will build muscle and muscle will burn more. So it will actually help your metabolism work a lot quicker. So that's why I bang on about that. It's, strength training. Woohoo! Keep it up. Women, we lose so much muscle. So yes, that's about basal metabolic rate. Don't go below it. Don't go below it. I know it's saying, well, I don't know what mine is. There are calculators on the internet that you can actually work it out with your details. I don't have to do it for you, but there are calculators to work it out, and you should not go below those calories per day. Think about it, you're eating those calories to fuel your body to do its natural things. You're helping your organs function correctly. You're looking after yourself just by eating that minimum amount of calories. So basal metabolic rate, I just wanted to just say quickly what it's about. It's the baseline of what you should be eating. And also, think about the fact that if you're eating less than that, your body won't be functioning properly. And it's also, finding what that is will help you sort of determine where you're supposed to be if you want to get into a calorie deficit. It all starts with your basal metabolic rate, your baseline, and then we work it out from there into what your maintenance is and what your deficit should be if you want to lose fat. But just please, yes, think about myself, 1,200 calories. That's my minimum amount. I know that I've got to eat at least that a day to just survive. I think I've covered everything. I put loads of notes down so that sometimes I get off and I go, oh, I forgot to say that. But yes, basal metabolic rate. I know it's been bandied around quite a lot. That's what it means. Baseline of calories you should be consuming. Any queries, any questions, anytime, people just ask me, come on my page, give me a message or whatever if you want anything explaining. I hope these videos sort of helping it. I mean, sometimes I'm like, mama. People are like, what is she talking about? But yeah, please ask me. I'm just trying to spread the word to help the people are at least eating enough just to make sure that their organs are working correctly and they sleep properly and their hair grows. Right, I'm going to go now because I'm actually off out tonight to watch a band, a Steely Dan tribute. Woohoo! Normally working, having a night off and going to watch a band. So whatever you're doing this evening, it's beautiful sunshine, maybe you're outside enjoying it. Have a good one, everybody, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.